see you again.
All right, welcome back for another week of Pretty Dirty Talk TV. So today we have a special event. We're going to have the Greg Durbin Memorial episode, and today we have on Shelly Durbin, which is Greg Durbin's wife, and Gavin Durbin, which was Greg Durbin's son. We also have his daughter in studio, Brooke. So Shelly, why don't you tell us a little bit about you first?
Me and Greg was together for well over 20 years. He was the love of my life. We had our 3 kids together, and I'm not going to lie, I was lost after I lost Greg, so this is, every day's a new day, just trying to figure out life, and
Yeah.
just...
And the other one's Lexi, so I didn't mention Lexi, and she couldn't make it tonight, but...
Lexi had to work tonight, so unfortunately she couldn't make it.
So, Gavin,
How
old are you now?
16 now.
16?
Yep.
Gonna get in a buggy?
I wish. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he wants to race. He definitely does. It's in the blood.
That's awesome.
He'll get
I
there.
can't wait. I hope he does.
Yep.
So as we get started today, we want to do our birthday shout out real quick and tell our sponsors thank you. So we'll start with birthdays, and Corey, the shirt man, Hallahan. So happy birthday to you, bud.
50 years old. Old fart. We also have Mackenzie Sade,
And Brody Opendike,
Aaron Buzzard,
Amy Rosso Blair,
Stephen Abels.
and Eric Gustav,
We have Brandy Doom,
Lisa Toland,
John Durbin,
Sue Marsden, which was Tim Marsden's wife. He used to race the late Model 5 way back in the day.
Yep. And then we have Tony Rogers
Randy Lamar.
and Kendra Sowell. Happy birthday,
Sowell.
everybody.
Yeah.
Sowell. my
So
bad,
that
sorry.
is Randy. That's running East Moline this year. That's,
Oh, okay. Randy Swanson.
Yep, his relative's son.
Gotcha.
Yes. Awesome. So we have a special clip we're going to play that we've been working on for months since Greg's memorial race that we are so excited to share with the family. So we'll go ahead and roll the first portion of that. It's broken into 4 for us, so.
In this house of dirt and dreams, some names never fade. This is where memories ride the cushion and legacies take the green. Welcome to the Greg Durbin Memorial.
We're revving up with Done Right TV. We got Milo Velos and Logan Velos. What was your favorite memory of racing with Greg, Milo? You guys were awfully competitive.
Yeah, me and Greg had tons of battles, and I always ran the high side, and he was always the low side guy, and then he'd just come out of nowhere off the bottom, and there'd be Greg. This memorial is really special, because me and him did do a lot of racing together, me and him and Brandon and Eric, so it really means a lot.
I watched him race competitively with my dad for a lot of years, so it'd be really cool to get a memorial win underneath my belt.
So, what are you looking forward to for this Greg Durbin Memorial race?
I am looking forward to hopefully keeping my car in one piece, but just doing the best I can for Greg.
What's your favorite memory racing with Greg?
All of them really. He was one of the clean racers that you could race side by side with for 20 laps, 30 laps, 38 laps like this race. He meant a lot to me. I used to build all his bumpers and stuff for his car. He's a good dude.
How many bumpers did he need?
He wasn't very hard on bumpers, so it was good. He kept me off the hook for most of the time.
What is your favorite memory of Greg?
Just that he's the legend on the track and well known, and as we'll see tonight with all of the people and the spectators that come out to help celebrate and honor Greg.
Stay with us as we uncover more on Greg's remarkable journey. This is the Greg Durbin Memorial.
So that was part 1 of the 4-part series of the Greg race, which was held at Davenport. wasn't always held at Davenport, but we do have a little news on that front.
Yep.
We do have some news on that front. So the 2026 Greg Durbin Memorial will be held back at East Moline Speedway. And I do believe I was told July 3rd.
July 5th.
July 5th, sorry.
July 5th.
So we are back at Greg's home track, which will be awesome because that's our home
It's
track
gotta feel
too,
better
so.
for you too. Like that was just home. You
Oh,
know?
that definitely was our
Yeah.
home track. It was so different having it at Davenport. They did an amazing job. I put my hands
Yeah.
on Davenport did amazing, but East Moline is our
Yeah.
home track.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
definitely his home for sure too. That's where he was. That was his dominating track for sure. So I like seeing it there too. It just felt different. It didn't matter what anyone could do. You could have done a million things, and I think it just would have felt different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and with Greg, he was raced what, more than 20 years.
21.
21 years then?
21.
Yeah, I knew it was over 20. But and he had 3 IMCA modified champions, track champions for Quad City Speedway, and 3 Illinois State, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
He had one in a B mod too
Oh.
in
shoot.
2009.
Yeah, he was. Your dad was a legend, dude.
Yep.
And what? He had 33 modified wins total.
On IMCA. Yep.
IMCA ones.
Yep.
So, and one of those wins was when the brothers swept Whedon race. That one, I'll never forget that race for me. That was an exciting night.
It definitely was. The Whedon race is very important to. It was very important to Greg over the years. That was one race he wanted. You know, I feel like a lot of times, a lot of the drivers, obviously they'll go out there and they race all the time, and you know, a lot of them want to win. A lot of them just want to finish, But when you have racers that have raced for so many years and they pass, those races become heart to the other drivers.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're important.
Awesome. Yeah, and I know many times when I was out there with you guys, whether we were grilling out or whatever and talking, even the old timers that he raced, he just had such a high respect for him. Like my dad, he always talked or asked about my dad, and they share a birthday, even though their personalities were polar opposite. We have cool, calm, collective Greg and knock you on your ass Rob Tolan, but
Literally.
definitely different, but shared the same birthday, and we're both great drivers. But I absolutely loved watching Greg beat my dad every time.
Greg was one of the cleanest drivers, I would say, and Greg isn't like most drivers. Like I said, a lot of the drivers go out there and they just want to win, and Greg just wanted to finish. You know, that was Greg. He just wanted to finish, and he didn't want his stuff broke, and that was the important thing. to
Yeah.
him.
I don't think I've ever seen him mad. Never an incident happened where he got up, threw something, got down, was just done with it the night. No, he was excited to see his kids after and be with family after. He just always was smiling. And if people were uppity and rowdy after, he's like, oh, he'd blow it off. He was an awesome person. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I liked best that he was so modest about it when he would get his wins.
Oh, yeah.
He was just modest and just took it like a champ
Yeah.
and never, wasn't the kind of guy to just
That's
scream.
the
and,
Durbin boy thing because they all are kind of quiet. Trying to get them to talk is like pulling teeth.
for sure.
And I feel like a lot of people said that about Greg, about how quiet he is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
talk to him about racing, he won't shut up.
Yep.
How old
Doesn't
was
matter
Greg when
what
he
kind of racing it is, between the modified racing, RC racing, it was just always racing.
Yep.
Yep.
How old was Greg when he started racing?
He was 21.
Okay. I think my brother used to race RC cars with him too. So I remember going just a couple times. I'd stop by and check it out, and there would be Greg with Tom.
Oh,
so
yeah. Greg and Tom was always doing the racing thing.
Oh, yeah.
RC racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was always around too, even with the modified. So
Oh, yeah. Tom
you guys
always-
couldn't get rid of him.
Oh, yeah. I still talk to Tom quite a bit.
I'm
He's
sorry.
a good guy.
Actually,
We
speaking of
love Tom.
birthdays, yesterday was his birthday.
yep.
So
Where were you on that
happy
one?
birthday! I know. He's 60. God, he's old. I can do that.
He
'cause
can't
he's
be
my
that
brother.
old.
He is 60. 8 years older than me.
Well,
Yep. And still racing go-karts.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
loves it.
yeah.
I don't know how he does it. And he complains about it every time, but he'll still do
do you
it.
still have your go-kart?
No,
Daddy?
we sold all my go-karts when I moved to Florida.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Grandpa was a big help in that.
We
but-
got to do something this summer.
Yeah.
I got to have something to do. Somebody to take pictures of then.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that without my grandpa. He helped a
Yeah.
lot with that.
Yeah, he has been a big part of
Yeah.
all of it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll roll the next clip, and then we'll go ahead and read Grandma's letter she wrote to read today, since it is great. Grandpa John Durbin's birthday today, so that was the main reason and focus of having today. So.
Ready for the video?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
The roar you hear tonight isn't just for a win. It's for a racer who left his mark on every lap. Welcome to the Greg Durbin Memorial.
What's your favorite memory of racing with Greg?
Oh man, trying to pass Greg on the bottom at East Moline was just about impossible. He was a lot of fun to race against, and we sit around bonfires and drink beer and listen and play the guitar and sing, and we had a lot of good times.
The only favorite driver that I really have always been a favorite of is Greg Durbin.
Never a dirty driver, always just never out to take anyone else out to win. He just did it with integrity, always.
Yeah. Greg did everything with his heart. He just was full of heart in everything that he did, and he was smooth on that racetrack, just like his grandpa was. He would start in the back, he'd be riding that low side, smooth, all of a sudden there he was and he would win.
I don't think there's a person out there that ever had anything against Greg, because he was one of the cleanest drivers. He was one of the most nicest persons that anybody could get along with.
He never gave up, even towards the end. He was on that track, he was a dedicated guy. He's passing it on to his son. I look forward to seeing him on that track here in the near future. Maybe we'll have another Greg Jr. to follow in his legacy.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory of your dad?
One weekend we were at East Moline at last year. Someone got in trouble, so they went in the pits. It was just me and him. And since he was doing all this stuff, he was hunting. And he went out for hot laps, and the track was really rough. And he came in and said he didn't know if he could finish tonight. That's how rough it was. And then he went out and won it.
You ready to get in and hot wheel this thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Greg Durbin was an all-around standout guy. Whether you raced him on the track or met him in the stands, he was always cool as can be. This time by, get your hands up, get your hats up. Let me hear you in the grandstands, everybody. It's Greg Durbin Memorial Time.
This isn't just another show on a Friday night. Stay with us to discover a legacy. This is the Greg Durbin Memorial.
We sure did have a lot of good bonfire nights.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
I know, life is just so different,
Yeah.
So different.
And these guys get older, and soon we'll be tag along with them, like the old ladies up in the stands, and
literally.
You don't get an option.
Just watching.
You already
them
know
grow,
this.
Watching them grow, and having grandbabies now, it's just like you blink your eyes and you're like, where did time go?
Right.
Literally.
I know, and you're about to have your second grandbaby.
Yeah.
That'll be the last one for a while.
You think so, Gavin? Better be careful.
I could hear Greg. If Greg was here, he'd be like, "What you doing, you little turd?" That's just how Greg was.
That, or and then when he's grilling for everybody, the water bottle. It didn't make it in the video, but every time Greg was grilling, and they always got the biggest freaking wieners too. I know, and I haven't found them still. And I still look for them.
Really, they have some at Hy-Vee that are similar.
I don't know. Those they were fire, but
yeah.
he'd have that thing roaring like you couldn't. He wasn't gonna replace it. Greg didn't care. He was, and none of us cared.
Yeah.
Like he would grill on that thing for all of its eternal life. But no, it would have this huge flame, and he'd be out there with that water bottle, pouring water on it to calm it down while making weenies. But at least 3 nights a week we had dinner.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I heard one of the comments about how he would be playing his guitar and singing. So he was a phenomenal guitar player? Or?
Oh, he definitely was.
Oh, yeah.
He loved playing the guitar. It seemed like it was his calm down time. He did it a lot. Like he'd take his guitar out to the garage and just sit out there and
That's
strum.
cool.
And over the years, like Actually, after Greg had passed, I never even knew that he actually videotaped himself playing the guitar.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't know this until afterwards. And it was crazy to hear the videos, you know what I mean? Because obviously it just brings back, to hear his voice is amazing, first off.
Sure.
And then to hear the kids in the background and
you can
just
hear
life.
me in the background saying "Dad."
Like, it was just, life as you knew it. And then it's crazy.
Well, that's cool. Those are memories
And
you'll
a
have
gift,
forever.
Exactly.
A gift, yeah.
Exactly.
Even this, as hard as it was, even for me that day, because I was not made for this side of things, and even interviewing and talking to you guys, and it was feeling so hard to do it. But after watching it, I feel like it's just a relief to say those things and talk about it and share it and keep it out there. And it's more positive to, get to share his memories now.
Yeah. There's not a day that goes by that I don't talk about Greg, or like everything is just a memory of Greg. I spent so much of my life with him and then with the kids, like I look at Gavin and a lot of times I see Greg, like I'm just like,
oh yeah,
absolutely.
There's like
all of them,
all of them, like in different ways, like in their personalities and just everything.
Yeah, them Durbin genes.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. And I know Brandon plays. Does Eric play too?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if Eric played or not, but I remember the one night it was Waylon and Brandon and Greg and playing out there along our old house, and because you could have a bonfire whenever. We were county, they couldn't shut us down out there. We did what we wanted. I'm pretty sure we woke up with people in the ditches and things happening on nacho tables that we won't speak about on the podcast, but
you'll have that. You'll have that.
Yeah, good times for sure.
Yeah, I'm the first Durbin boy in 40 years that can't play the guitar.
You'll learn.
You can
You're
still
young.
do it.
It's not too late. It's never too late.
You'll learn, definitely.
You can do it, Gavin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now you have 2 more teachers out there. Brandon, you better get on that and teach his boys some guitar lessons.
Oh,
Right.
definitely.
And for our listeners and our watchers, if you guys have any questions for Shelly and for Gavin, or even for Brooke over here, go ahead and get them on the screen so we can get them asked for you.
Yeah.
Another thing about the whole guitar thing, I hate to interrupt, but I still have Greg's guitar, and it sits in my living room. And it's kind of insane because my dog, she gets near it, she barks at it.
Oh.
Like, we had the guitar for them, the gift for them at the race, pay no attention to it. Greg's guitar, she stares at that thing, barks at it, like, it's insane. It's like, his spirit is definitely there.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I believe that for sure.
Yeah.
That
The
one
animals definitely
guitar they
pick up
did
on
make
that.
was pretty awesome, too.
It was.
That
Oh my God.
was...
did a really
That was the
good job on
coolest
that.
trophy
That was
I've
awesome.
ever seen.
Yeah.
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 Mikey P and Gavin came up with that one.
Yeah, that was
together.
Mikey P's idea. I'll give that.
Yeah.
That's all.
I love it.
Because I wanted to make a Juan Whedon trophy with my dad's call on it, and he gave me that idea, and I really liked that one.
Very cool.
Yeah. And even the Big 8, that was phenomenal. But that guitar...
Yeah.
It needs to be like a
There it is.
yearly thing now. Like,
Yeah.
it has to be a tradition. Like,
Yeah.
I know Tipton, they did the belts, the wrestling belts. And I love that
Yeah.
for Greg's. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Eric actually gave me 2 guitars for it.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure we could find a lot more people out there that will donate some guitars to
Oh, for
keep that
sure.
going.
Yeah,
because
that
was
so cool.
awesome.
And I know Cody Laney, when he won that race, he was stoked. He thought they were the best thing ever.
Yep.
So
Really?
He didn't understand that all 3 of them was for him, all 3 trophies.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, all 3 of these mine?
yeah,
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
That is the best race to go to, too. I love watching that one. So
absolutely. And we had a lot of good competition this year for
Oh,
that
yeah.
race. And we had the 2025 IMCA modified champion,
Tim Ward.
Tim Ward,
Yeah.
and Cody Laney. He's a phenomenal driver as well.
Yeah, there was a couple drivers that had never been out that way, never raced, and then came out for that race. I do remember seeing them.
Yep. And Tony Vondreski, he was running second for almost the whole race.
Yeah,
I
what
thought for
happened
sure
on
he
that
was gonna get
restart,
it.
Tony?
Yeah, what happened, Tony? So there's some questions up on the screen for you, Gavin. What's the number 1 racing secret you remember from your dad?
Oh, that one's not coming out for sure.
That's from Bridget Shanfish.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say, Brett?
They were secrets for a reason.
Good
Oh,
job.
that's right. That's right. Good job, Gavin. And then from Bailey Waddell, Gavin, who's your favorite cousin from Grayson? I'm assuming he wants you to say Grayson.
Not him, Kaylee. Kaylee's my favorite cousin.
That's good. I hope we didn't miss any questions while I was not looking at the screen.
So, Gavin, what's your favorite driver now?
Brandon.
Brandon?
Yep.
So, if you're
Little
watching big
15D.
motor racing, who are you watching?
Ooh, Supers. That would be a hard one. There's so many good ones out there that race Willie Queen.
There are.
Davenport, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Thornton, I love seeing him in a modified.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I was more of a fan of him in a modified than the late model now.
I like watching him in a stock car.
Yes, yep. But my
Maybe
main
it's
one,
because you're a
Devin
mod
Moran.
guy. What is it like when you're
Mods.
a mod person?
Yeah.
You're a mod person.
Yeah.
When you're a late model person, you're a late model person. I was limbo for a while there when Greg was in mods, and I was only going to watch Greg really with you. We were two chums in the stand always, and I think mods grew on me a little bit there, but I don't know. Still late model person.
Yeah.
I guess it goes with the thing.
Tony said he ran out of talent.
He ran out of talent juice.
Yep. And then John Scott always told me smooth is fast. Well, and that's true.
There's Jill Peterson,
Hi,
too.
Jill. What's the one thing you remember your dad saying to you?
Always got to use your head. It's the one thing.
Yep. Oh, and he was right.
Was that for all times? Like when you're
Oh, yeah.
when you were in trouble too? He's like,
Oh, yeah.
"Are you using your damn head?"
Oh, yeah.
I remember one time, because Greg was, like you said, never a hothead.
No.
But I remember one time, like, somebody had did something on the track, and, you know, from the stands looking down, you pretty much can see him. And he's just looking at the driver. Use your head, use your head, pointing at his head, like, come on, use your head.
Well, me and Shelly are probably in the stands flipping off whoever and causing a scene. Just to make it clear, we were the ones. That's why he was so calm, because he knew on the other side was the two troublemakers probably about to start some shit.
You'll have that at the racetrack once in a while.
Yeah.
I can't say I've never done the same.
To be 100% honest with you, though, like, I raised my kids to know, like, because you have those kids out there that are like, boo, boo, boo to, you know, other drivers. And I always raise my kids. You wouldn't want to hear people doing that to your dad, so you don't do that to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Be respectful. Absolutely.
Yep.
And then Shelly, Bridget wants to know, what's your favorite racing memory with Greg?
So many.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So many over
When
the
you told
years.
all of us that you drove the car in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was funny because the kids were always, like, trying to talk Greg into, like, oh, let me help you load the car, or, you know, whatever. And for years, for the last couple of years, Greg told the kids that I drove the car in the backyard, and I went along with it. I was like, hell yeah, I can drive that car. They're like, you can't drive. I'm like, and Greg would go along with it. He's like, yeah, she drove it. I've never driven a race car in my life.
Because when he got the semi, after we bought the semi from Swanson, he had to get in the car and drive it around because it wouldn't fit straight with our driveway.
Right.
So
Yeah, we had a pretty big yard, like, literally. I remember one year he went out to practice in our yard because we had an acre property, and he went down in the field and went to practice, and it slid and went up into a wood pile, like, and he hadn't even had the car on the track yet.
Oh, no.
Yep. He stepped on the gas and it slid and ripped the whole plastic off the front bumper.
Literally.
I can't say I've ever done anything like that.
And if he wasn't racing the car in the yard, he was definitely mowing that thing
Oh my
all the
God.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
2
goodness.
times a week.
Yeah.
And there was one time he went to load the car up, and
This-
he had the car, it's like up on the hill, and the car started rolling back.
The
I thought
chain-
it was going to go to my pool, like the chain had broke. It
The
was
wrench broke and it took off, and he grabbed the wheel and whipped it, and it turned and went the opposite way from the pool.
yeah.
Oh, can you imagine fishing the race car out of the pool?
There would be no pool.
Yeah, I don't
no.
think Shelly would have been happy if her pool was
No.
gone.
Oh, probably
She
my
loved her pool.
flowers. My flowers.
Those hibiscus, for sure. You mess with the hibiscus, you're going to get the hammer.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
So Jill also wrote in, said she was on here and is clearly watching. Maybe we should read Jill's letter.
Yeah, absolutely. So this letter was written by Jill Peterson. Okay, losing a loved one is never easy. It's one of the worst things a person will experience. Although every one of us is hurting the same, each person's grief and how they handle it is unique, and we respect that. As we remember and celebrate Greg's life. When I think of Greg, the one thing that stands out to me is heart. Greg had heart. He put his whole heart into everything he did and everyone he loved, and he raced with all of his heart. He loved and respected his parents with all his heart. He loved his brothers with all his heart. He loved and cherished his wife, Shelley, with all his heart. And he loved and adored his children, Lexi, Brooke, and Gavin, with all of his heart. I'm grateful that God chose me as his family. I'm grateful for the time that we were blessed to have with him on this earth. And I know he's in the presence of the Lord, free from all of his suffering and pain. In Philippians 1, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Jesus tells us in Luke 23 that today you will be with me in paradise. As the Bible says, the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed. 1 Corinthians 15:52. 1 Corinthians tells us that he will be given a new body, a body that will never age or be subject to death, because he will be like Christ's resurrection body. So I know that Greg is healed. It is said that your life is your message to the world. Greg's message, as I remember him, is stay strong and be happy. Love with all of your heart. Do the things that you enjoy with your heart. He would want us to embrace every moment we have left on this earth until we see him again. Love is stronger than death, even though it cannot stop death from happening, but it cannot separate people from love. It cannot take away our memories either. In the end, life is stronger than death. Anonymous. And that was written by Jill Peterson.
Thanks for that, and thanks for sending that in, Jill. I definitely appreciate it, and I'm sure they do too.
Absolutely.
That was a hard one for me to read a couple times, not gonna lie. So I had to make her because I knew I'd get choked up on that too. I still don't know how I'm gonna read Marianne's, so. But one of our guys here that helps us and does a lot of our video work, Mike Colton, did comment that he does have a guitar that he'd be willing to give out too. So
yep. So yeah, he's going to donate a guitar for one of the next trophies. So that'll be awesome.
Awesome.
Jimmy commented in Weemaw that last year when we went to Davenport and Jimmy came with.
Yeah.
He commented about that.
Yeah, I remember that year because Greg's like, come on, Jimmy, you're in town. You're going to come help me. And Jimmy's like, no, I'm bad luck. Every time I come, something happens. And he's like, no, man, you're going to come and you're going to help and we're going to do this. And they did.
Because the last time Jimmy went with him, he flipped.
Mm-hmm.
The only time he ever flipped it was at Davenport.
I don't even remember Greg ever flipping.
It was more like a roll-over. It wasn't like a bad flip.
It was like 100 years ago. Like,
I wasn't even born yet.
Before Gavin and before Brooke, Lexi was a newborn baby. I remember being in the stands and it was like heart drop. Like, yeah. I ain't even gonna lie, I hated Davenport after that. I hated Davenport track. I didn't want to go to Davenport.
You still don't like it.
And I was like, East Moline, let's just go to East Moline. But, it's not always the track. And he loved Davenport. Like, it was a challenge to him. Like, I felt like he had East Moline down. East Moline was his track. He was low side. That was his track. And Davenport was a struggle. And it was something he, like, wanted to continue. Like, that next year, his goal was to get a season championship from Davenport. Unfortunately, he didn't get to make it. And for that whole last year, it was crazy because he kept talking about traveling racing. He's going to travel. That next year, he's going to travel and he's going to race. And
leaving me at home.
And he's like, you kids are going to have to do what you have to do. You got to go to school, but I'm going to travel. And it's insane because after losing him, like, I have reoccurring dreams that Greg's just out there racing and doing his thing.
Well, he probably is in the hearts of everybody else.
Yeah. Just out there traveling.
I would be if I could.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we can go ahead and show you the third clip of the night.
Yes.
Greg Durbin's passion lives in every turn, every lap, and every heartbeat on this track. Join us as we celebrate his legacy.
30 laps wasn't going to be good enough. We wanted to have that iconic number 8 in there, so 38 laps will be the distance here for your IMCA Modifieds. Contingency prizes on the line, winning purse on the line, winning hardware you can see down here on the line, but most importantly, for the ones that knew Greg Durbin, pride is on the line for a lot of these drivers. Here we go, Greg Durbin Memorial, baby!
Brooke, what do you miss about seeing your dad on that track right now?
I would say it's not just racing as a whole, it's just having him as a father and being around and, you know, having things to do on the race car, you know.
When Greg was going through his rough times, when he had his surgery with one of his masses, Brooke got him back on that track. She's like, Dad, we got to get this car ready. We got to get out there and race this year. Yeah. They literally would bring panels in to our kitchen and cut them out and get that car ready.
Yeah, that winter he had his surgery, so I pretty much was the main one that put that body back together and pretty much got it ready racing season. And then he got back into it, and every single day, I mean, it might have been a struggle for him to get in and out of the car, even though he didn't want to show it, but it was definitely hard on him.
Greg raced all over the Midwest. Greg also turned many laps over here at this historical track on Friday nights. Tails are up, noses are down. We're back underway. Another great start by all these drivers. We'll see how it shakes down. Holy shot out of the cannon. How about the 18C up on the high side? Laney says, I don't think so. Fire back down into the low side of one. Makes it stick. Two in battle all race long for that number 2 spot. Not much changes. They fire down the front straight away. Still going side by side. 18Z up high. 88 down low. Now Vantage down the back straight away. Going to Mondreski. Back behind them there. 2 wide. Charlie Moore, Brandon Durbin, and Tim Ward. Oh, boy. A little bit of contact between a couple drivers there. Looks like that might have been Logan Bellis and Jason Pershey. A little bit of a contact going down into turn 1. Some extracurricular activity going on down here.
Up next, the closing moments that reveal Greg Durbin's true impact. Don't go away.
Well, that got a little spicy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Remember, me and you were standing there, and
Gavin
we
was
both-
standing there too.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
there.
and just oh my,
Yeah.
Yep.
That one was spicy. So
you got to have a little spice. sometimes.
Yeah.
It just makes life more interesting.
Oh, what is that?
Oh my
I
goodness,
can't
the
even
comments.
see who that one's from
Greg,
because
yep.
it's so long.
Here,
But
let me see if I can pull it up here.
Greg
Let's
in the
see.
low line, Drayton Shanfish doing the fishing pole dance. What?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to see all of them, but oh, that was Bridget. She said
Oh, okay.
Greg
I'm
in the
like, I
low
can't even see
line,
it all.
Drath and Shanfish doing the fishing pole dance, and just knowing Greg was catfishing for that next spot. Why are you standing in this? Or why are you standing in the stands, B? Get your ass on top of my toter. That was Greg at Lee County. Best seats in the house. And I can see Drathan out there just
Right.
reeling him in. Yep.
You know, I for sure thought when you said what your favorite race was, or memory racing, or track, or it was gonna be the night we took, or Greg raced Jason's car, and he took Jason Percy's car out because Jason wasn't winning shit in that car, and it was brand new.
Yeah.
He had a nice car, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it out and race it. And Greg did. He took it out, and he fucking won in that car.
Yeah.
And we were thrilled, freezing our asses off. I was in coveralls and everything you could possibly put on. I looked like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Michelin man,
It
but
was so cold. I remember that.
Yeah, me and Jason have a lot of talks about that night. He had to work that night at the ball.
Mulligan.
At Mulligan's, and yeah. He said that he did not believe that they won it, and then when Dad counted the money out to him.
I should have included that photo because it's such an icon. Like, just everybody was so dressed, and
Yes.
just everyone with Turtle, Nikki,
Sparky, Eric.
Sparky, Eric. Was Brandon there? I don't know.
He
if
was there,
Brandon
but
is.
he was racing for Kyle
Okay.
and Casey.
Yep. That's
I
right.
feel
The
like-
Myers were racing, and he was racing for them at that time.
Yeah.
Having, like, saying a favorite race, I don't feel like there was a favorite because, like, just over the years watching Greg and my kids, like, together, that was, like, the biggest thing. Like, that was my favorite, just watching Greg and his little pit crew, which was the kids, you know, and
They were.
it was a lot of, and I remember the last couple of years, Greg was like, take photos. photos. So like, I'm glad I took all those photos because I wasn't one to go in the pits. I never went in the pits. I always went in the stands with the kids. Well, the last couple of years, like the last year at least, I was in the pits all the time and to watch behind scenes, you know,
Sure.
of him and the kids.
Yep.
It's just, it steals your heart. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are kind of memories make your heart melt.
Oh yeah.
You know, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I know, even going back and looking at pictures, knowing how many nights we were over there, and me being somebody who took pictures. I mean, I took them on the track and I made them things, but just the kids and the times that we were together, and we were together all the time, and I'm like, where the heck were they? I know these times happened, and you know, so I guess if there's one takeaway from anything in life, I take more pictures.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's annoying.
Yeah.
Annoy the heck out of people. I don't care
I know,
because
people are like, don't take my photo, don't take my photo.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Deal with it.
you got to look at, you got to have those memories.
Yes, you
got
do.
to. 'Cause
Definitely.
Once you don't have that person, you want those memories.
Yeah, we were always together. Me and Mason were unstoppable.
Oh yeah, you guys in your little Hot Wheel track, making
Oh,
a dirt
yeah.
track in somebody's yard or our yard or your yard, and it would be, they would have the grass down to the bare dirt, and they'd be out there and they'd make the loudest car noises. Like it was like a competition who could be louder. I swear to God, it was louder than the track. Sometimes they're like, "Wah!"
And then we had Hot Wheel tracks going down the
Yeah.
stairs, out the door.
Oh,
yeah. They had like this
Going down the
big
bench.
Tonka dump truck. Mason always running around butt ass naked pushing this thing, and our house had a perfect circle in it at the time. So there goes Mason, then Gavin behind him. And,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It was.
I've
Yeah,
had
they
some
had a
fun
lot of
times
fun.
with Mason.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They're
Many more to
little
come.
sleepover buddies. Either you had them, I had them. They'd
Oh,
send each other pictures. Oh, they're still alive.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a wonder how they made it this far. Seriously.
I
I
don't
do
know
want
how
to
I'm
take a
still
second
alive.
and throw out a shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
So we've got Viola Boys Backwoods Racing, Rick Dobbles, Dirt Stars Racing Products, Richie Smith, Kitty's Creators, which is myself and my sister Marcia, Done Right TV and Kelly Jeffries, and Full Throttle Photography. Brad Foster over here taking some good pictures for us.
He does an amazing job
He does.
at any track. Everything he does. I hate to say I have a favorite, guys, but I do.
He's very meticulous about his pictures.
Yes. They're just so sharp, so clean, and I don't know. He does a really good job. And I'm not just saying that because you're here, buddy. I truly like you.
He does a really good job.
Yes, he does.
He does. But if your name or your business isn't on that list and you would like it to be, you can reach out to Jordana or I to discuss some sponsorship opportunities.
Yeah, we can bring guys in, show off what you do, what you make, what you have. And we're going to the Dome, so out at the Dome when we do our interviews, we can definitely give you a shout out there too.
Absolutely. And speaking of sponsors, we're still seeking some sponsor support for our visit to the Dome next week. I'm so excited.
I am thrilled.
gonna be a
Gavin,
good
you gonna
time.
be watching the Dome, buddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it.
Heck
Yeah. Who do you want to win the
love that.
Dome? I don't even
Tyler
know.
Old.
Oh yeah,
Tyler Old.
Herb.
Yep.
Awesome. I guess we better try and do an interview with them, huh?
I think we shall.
Yeah.
I think we shall.
Yeah.
Yep. But if you have merch that you'd like us to advertise for you, so you can either get us a link for it. We can be happy to share that for you. If you want us to display it, we'd be happy to wear your shirts and your merch here on the show. And then also, if you have any special occasions that you'd like us to announce, like we did our birthdays, we can do that live on the show. Shoot one of us a message. We get those shout outs made for you from birthdays, anniversaries, promotions, even birth announcements. We can take care of that for you.
Yeah, and if you did tell me the birthday, I just want you to know that if it was later, we have a show coming up that we plan. If that birth date was later, they will be included. So, John, I did not forget your boys. So, I do care. And they are written down, and I will announce them closer on to their birthday because we'll have another show.
For sure.
So, we did get another letter in from Marianne Durbin. So, I'm going to read that one. So today is John's birthday, so I do want to say another happy birthday to John. I'm going to try to read this. After Greg was diagnosed with cancer, you probably remember he was sort of isolated himself from friends, family, just anyone. He put his car up for sale, and John decided to buy it. Greg, would drive it then, maybe, if he felt like it. That sort of brought him back to life. He then worked on the car again, and my favorite feature was the one that he won after that. Gavin's favorite memory. There was no better friends than the ones that came from the racing community, the ones that we know personally, and the ones that we barely even know. When something bad happens, it seems that they would always rally to help. From Jeff Walker's tragic incident and getting burned, and everyone donating their winnings to Gary Reinhart, Herschel Roberts, Rodney Whedon, R.T. Marks, just to mention a few. The racing community always shows up and embraces. East Moline Speedway had this is an idea she had thrown out, or maybe they were planning to have, was that they had a Fallen Heroes night. She really loved that idea. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the promoter who started that. Maybe it was Jeff Peterson.
I do believe it was Jeff.
Yeah. She felt like that was a great idea to have it as a whole. A Fallen
Absolutely,
Heroes
instead
night,
of a bunch of individual ones. But sometimes those individual ones just need to happen. So
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's the Ron Gustav and yeah.
Different classes, you know. You can throw a lot of the memorial ones into one race because there are so many from, you know, individual classes. But sometimes each one just has to have their own because it just, like, again, you know, with Greg, that was his home track.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you didn't go to a race and not see Greg racing there.
Yeah.
I think with Marianne's letter, and it's something I'd been thinking on over the years since, you know, it's so hard when you love somebody the way that we loved you guys, and to have him be so strong. And I didn't even realize it was strength at the time. And it was like we felt helpless that we couldn't be there and couldn't help him. And he chose that for himself and not understanding it. But I do now, after suffering my own illnesses, how much strength that took to just take yourself apart from it so you could rise above that and not let people see you in that way. And what a strength that was. And then to, on top of that, get in the car like nothing. He didn't show it that day. I remember that day and just crying after. And when he won that race, like how much strength it took. Not only that, but never to complain, never to show that sort of pain. So
it was a testament to how much he loved racing.
Yeah, Greg battled cancer for 3.5 years. A lot of people didn't know Greg had cancer.
He was retired.
Greg didn't want people to know or look at him differently. Like, they didn't want them to, you know, have that look in their eyes like, oh, you know, you're sick, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, there's multiple, like Gavin just said, he was retired. You know, multiple people would ask, you know, why don't you work? How do you not work? He's like, oh, I'm retired. They're like, man, wish I could retire at your age. No,
you don't.
You don't. You don't wish that. And, you know, a lot of people, unless if you knew what Greg was going through, like, you didn't know. Like, I mean, I personally knew because, you know, watching Greg battle it, you know, from time to time, like a lot of times he'd be down and out. But a lot of times he wasn't. But that last year to watch him get out of the race car, it was a struggle. And, you know, a lot of people, oh, well, he shouldn't be racing, you know. That kept him going. It kept him alive as long as it did. You know, he had stage 4 melanoma. He was battling for, you know, a long time and different treatments, but he didn't show that to nobody. Like, nobody.
Wasn't going to let it stop him.
No, it wasn't. And he never gave up. Like, he never gave up.
Neither did Brooke either. She was ready to race that buggy. She wanted him back in there for sure.
Oh, she definitely did. Yeah, like that year he actually had a mass that grew on his back and paralyzed him. Like, he couldn't walk, he couldn't feel his feet. And like I said, a lot of people don't know any of this, but he got the mass removed and he was in the ICU for a while in Iowa City, which Iowa City, hands down, great doctors. And then, I mean, we were up there for quite some time, and then we get home, and Brooke was like, okay, it's January. We got to get this car ready. So she pushed and pushed and pushed, and they did it. They did it.
Yeah.
Well, John Scott's commenting, bring the race back to East Moline for 2026. Well, you must have missed the announcement, John. So when the show first started, we did announce that the Greg Durbin Memorial Race will be back at East Moline Speedway in 2026 on July 5th.
And we're going to pack those stands and have lots of cars and
absolutely
keep that memory alive, because that's what's important.
We're going to start promoting it now.
Yeah.
Let's get the stands packed with people.
Maybe we can get dirt road rockers in for after.
That would be
because
awesome.
You know what? I do miss the days where they would after a race and you could hang out and be with people. Now it's like shut the lights off,
And leave,
go
yeah.
home.
Yep.
Like
We get
that
done
was
racing.
the best time. Like
Most people are loaded
kids
up
want to
by
come down and get in the cars. They want to
by the last feature.
Yeah,
Yep.
people were loaded up and leaving by the last feature, and I was so little back when we stayed and everybody hung out that I really don't really maul it. I'm ready to hang out and everybody's just leaving. I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to go home.
It's hard on a Sunday night. That's
Yeah.
the unfortunate part, but
I feel like
it's like that everywhere,
bluegrass-
though.
Bluegrass days, like everybody
Yeah.
would stay out in bluegrass until like 3 a.m. and party.
When I call my mom at
Track
8,
I mean, that's what we
the track
heard.
shut down, but the cars are going back on that track when nobody's around.
Right. I'm
oh
sure
yeah, my
Rick can
dad's
attest
lost
to
a
that
few
when-
family cars that way.
Oh
Yeah.
definitely.
yeah, my mom was so weird. Like at East Moline this year, I would call at 8:30. I'm ready to get picked up. You're already done? Like, they're bringing that race?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, because it is. It's gotten so where it's not, kids aren't coming down,
Nope.
And you could start a little earlier. Come on.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
do
I
something.
think they don't because the sun is so hot and it dries out the track and it's so bright and it's hard to see.
Yeah. I wish they would start later.
Start later.
Like, sit
well, then we're
started.
really not
Like
hanging
Gavin.
out, Gavin. You're not helping the cause here,
I don't
sir.
care. I feel like it's better racing because you're not in black stick one lane.
Yeah.
When it's so hot out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in July, it's 100 degrees still almost.
Yes, it sure is.
And it sucks for us because we have to work in that. So
Yeah.
when they start later, it's colder and it's a lot better for all of it.
Right. I mean, it didn't bother me
does
too
get
much. I was in the
super
pit
hot in
shack and it
that
was air
infield.
conditioned.
Yeah. There was days up there we were doing a lot and it was 102 degrees.
Yeah.
Sitting there,
And with the heat index, you'd be looking at 110, 115. So,
sitting in the big fan in the trailer, putting your head in the cooler, anything to go down.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And one of the things my sister Marcia and I were talking about was you on the phone the other day. She was talking about how she just has a lot of memories of a lot of the guys would rally together even after Greg's passing to make sure that Gavin made it to the track.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So, that was awesome. Always, you've always been there.
Yep. I went to 41 races this year.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, racing, I mean, obviously racing is my kids' life, and racing was my life, but racing is different. Like, it's hard for me to be at that track. Like, I will be there for Greg's memorial, and I will be there once my sons start racing, or my daughters, or, whoever.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as right now. It's just, it's not, like, it's different.
I was going to say, it'll be just different. You'll be race mom. We'll get race mom shirts.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, instead of
I'm going to just get a #1 fan, okay, Gavin? I brought you pickles.
I'll make you your first racing mom shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
So now you got to make it happen for your mom, Gavin.
Yeah.
Because we got a shirt maker, we got everything else going on. So now you got to get it together.
Well, I was just mentioning putting something up John's Durbin sleeve lately because Brandon's got an extra car in the back of the garage. I was like, oh, Gavin would love to get in that car.
Oh, my.
She said
Yeah.
that. She
You
said
might
that.
as
I'm
well
like,
get it to fit him, Might as well get him out there.
It's time, Grandpa.
It's time to get her done.
I think that would be the best
yeah.
way to make his memory live on is watching Gavin in that car.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. That'd be cool.
That'd be next level. Then you'll race your dad's own memorial races.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your first sponsor would be the Body Shop.
Oh, yeah.
But your second's going to be Pretty Derby Talk TV. So,
Yeah.
So, yep,
Yeah.
we've got you.
Well, he knows
Absolutely.
that because he's like half lives at my house. My kid half lives at her house still. So,
Yeah.
the son will have to have the other mom. I'll be like, second mom over here.
Yeah,
That's what I
what
told-
Mason says to me all
Yeah.
the time. He's like, I'm always a
Oh,
second.
he comes home and
Yeah.
says it too. He tells me. He's got his own bedroom.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yep, Brooke moved out and he has his own room now.
Thanks, Brooke. You gave my son a room. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. I already told Mason a bunch. I'm like, I don't care if it's you racing and me working on your car, me racing and you working on my car. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Gavin
definitely.
tells Brooke
The
all the
Michael Greg duo there. We've
Yeah.
been saying that for years. We've been saying that since they were little that was going to happen. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gavin tells Brooke all the time, like, hurry up, and because she goes to college and she's got so many career plans. She's gonna be a doctor one day, and he's like, you need to hurry and get it done because you need to be my sponsor. I need that race car.
You need that money
I need
for
that
the
race
race
car
car.
money.
They make good money. Hey, I credential doctors for the hospital, so I got you. Get her done.
It needs to happen soon.
Yeah.
Those new race cars are not cheap.
Nope. They are not.
That's awesome. So we do have one clip left of the video we can play here.
Now we honor Greg Durbin's lasting impact and legacy. Stay with us for the final tribute.
What I tell you, folks, it ain't over till it's over. Lights get ready to go back out. We get ready to get this Greg Durbin Memorial in the books. We got some hardware to give away to somebody. Who's it gonna be? Stay tuned. Here comes the 18Z firing back now up in the number 2 spot. He ain't playing around. Now he's trying to work on the outside of your race leader. This time by white flag gonna wave for Laney. It's not over yet. One to go, folks. 18Z up on the high side. He's trying to fire. Laney says, no way, Jose. Down the back straight away into 3. One final time out of 4. In the 5L coming across the line. Fist was out the window. Give it up for Cody Laney. Again, big shout out to all the sponsors help make this race you see out here possible. The Body Shop out of Kelowna, Illinois, big sponsor of the Greg Durbin Memorial. JP Performance, Ashley Durbin, Amber Lloyd, John and Betsy Durbin, Scott and Sherry Durbin, in memory of Jake Tisdale, Teresa Wilcox, and Rich Smith is the list I was given tonight. You sponsors are what made this race so great. So down here in Victory Lane, he's got a nice cash payday coming for him. But most of all, he's got some pretty epic hardware coming to him here. As you can see down in front of me, compliments the Hammer Time graphic. Great job on the large number 8. Great job on the guitar here. If you knew Greg D, he loved it. Climbing out of the car, give it up for Mr. Cody Laney. Cody, man, I'll tell you what. Did you think signing in tonight, man, you'd be coming home with some cash? And did you think you'd be coming home with even greater hardware here tonight, man?
I mean, that's always a plan when we show up, but it hasn't been working out too good lately for us. This is pretty awesome. Hats off to everybody who put this deal on. Some really good money. That's pretty awesome to race for. Yeah, we're stoked.
Congratulations again. We'll let you get to celebrate. We'll let the family get in here. There's going to be some pictures, I'm sure. So definitely, everybody, give it up one more time for your feature winner of the 6th annual Greg Durbin Memorial. Family going to get down in there. It's a very emotional thing here. The family going to get all together. Picture with the feature winner as well.
Your unit, no matter what happens, just watching you guys as a family, I've envied it. Being a race car girl at the track my whole life, just your family unit has been so inspiring, and I've learned a lot from Greg. Even at the end, his strength going through, he never let anyone see that. He
Very
was
passive.
He's just so passive, calm, collective, always.
Yeah. Not a day goes by that we don't miss Greg. He was our everything. He was our family. Racing was our family thing we did all together.
I think the greatest gift he left is right here.
Yes.
Definitely. And I'm thankful for all of you guys.
You weren't supposed to make us cry, Jordana.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to make myself cry. I don't cry.
I just really feel like I need to put out there thank you to all the sponsors that help keep this race going. Thank you to Hambright. Hambright does an amazing job every year for the trophies and whatever. Hambright was always Greg's go-to for his car, and nobody does the job like Chris does.
No.
Hammer's the best.
He is amazing. He does amazing work for sure. And the work that he did with this was just mind-blowing. Like I said,
Definitely.
like this has to be a regular thing. So.
Gavin gave him an idea, and he ran with it.
And I didn't give him anything. I barely gave him. I told him what color, and he goes with that.
Oh yeah.
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 He is so creative, and the colors, just everything that he does, he's just so creative. I just love his work. He does a good job.
Yes,
And
definitely.
he does it for free for us. So he just. That's his donation.
Yeah,
So.
that's awesome because it takes so much time, so much
Oh, yeah.
energy. I know even putting little reels together that we do here, or the thing, this taking as much time as it did, the amount of work that goes into that. So thank you, Chris, for always doing that. Your family is amazing to me, and that's one reason why I wanted to have this episode was, it wasn't at East Moline this year, but Greg was always special to us and my family and was a big part of my life. You guys have always been a big part of my life. Your kids are like my own. So, and this here is a picture of who they call Mikey P, Greg Durbin, and Smokin' Joe on a victory win there. So, Michael's my husband that always helped Greg and was his right-hand man and best friend. They were brothers. They weren't friends. They were brothers for sure.
Definitely.
So, and one other thing that we do have another picture that Shelly got to send me in at 4 a.m. was a picture of Greg playing guitar. It's the wide one. It's a long shot. And this is my fault, not Kelly's fault, because I didn't name them.
Oh.
Well, while we're waiting for that picture to pop up, Angie Hofer said that she started working the front gate at East Moline at 2006. She started carrying a marker with me so the kids could get their favorite driver's numbers on their hand. Shelly would be buying tickets, and the kids would run over to get a number 8 on their hand for the night every time.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yep, and then Jimmy Duttlinger said he won his first race in East Moline in 2020, and it was also the night of the Greg Durbin Memorial. So that race has always meant a lot to them as a family. He remembers watching Greg when he was a crew member and coming up to East Moline. He was one hell of a wheelman.
I seen Ashley Durbin commented on there.
She did.
Send Mason and Gavin to the dome. I agree with that 100%.
If I wasn't running around, I totally would have taken you guys. Like,
Yeah,
but I
Gavin's
know we
never
will
been,
be,
and
and I've
that's
never
all he
been there.
talks
So
about.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's some.
My son's saying the same thing. Now.
Well, Shirley, I guess we're gonna plan a vacation next year, and that's
Yeah.
what we're doing with the boys.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and this picture here is Greg, and is that Brandon?
Yeah,
I wasn't
that's
sure.
Brandon. Yeah.
That's his brother
Okay.
Brandon.
Yeah, so Greg was awesome with the guitar, and yeah, this would have been like a typical night if we went out or did bonfires or whatever. Like,
Looks
he
like a
played at home all
PBR
the
sitting
time,
on the
sure.
table there. A PBR and a Busch Light, some Gatorade.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we did that RC car stuff for a long time. I started getting more into it at the end. I got up my first my first feature in the RC cars down at Jeff's Speedway down there.
Yeah, his
We went to
number
a lot
8.
of
You still
places.
have your dad's
Oh,
8
yeah.
one? Okay.
Yep, I
yeah.
still have all his
I think
RC
we
car
have
stuff.
a picture of that too, of his RC car and him, because in the winter, that's what he did,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Every
winter.
Every Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah, I was
Practice
gonna
on
say.
Thursday and
And
racing
Gavin
on-
actually, Greg had bought a really expensive RC car the last year he was alive, and it sat on my kitchen cabinets for all these years, and I wouldn't let. Gavin was young, he liked to tear stuff apart, so I didn't let him touch it. That was one thing that set aside. Well, this year I actually let Gavin have his dad's car, and he built his own track in our backyard. And
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
Me and Mason,
yeah.
me and Mason put a lot of time in it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has the walls and everything.
Yeah.
It says
Wow.
Greg D Speedway down the back
Aw.
stretch of it. It's painted. Yeah, it's. Oh, yeah.
I kept thinking, like, they're really going over there to tear up your yard, and you were letting
Pretty
them.
much.
Oh yeah, like when I say a track, it's a big track, like with walls. And,
I can imagine.
And yeah,
They don't go anything little.
No.
Yeah.
The straightaways are like 15 feet long and 10 feet like wide, and
Yeah.
the corners are huge. The corners are all banked up with the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the walls are painted white.
I can't complain. I'm like, my kid's doing something he enjoys and staying out of trouble. You know?
Right.
Well, and his dad would
My
be proud of him.
yard looks like
I mean,
crap,
just
but
to be so involved in racing.
at least we'll have something to sit out there in lawn chairs and watch, I guess.
Definitely.
There you go.
My cousin Mel that passed away a few months ago. I put lights on it from Amazon, and he was like, "You could read airplane in your backyard."
Yeah,
it was all lit up. You could see it from the street. It was
That's cool.
Yep.
Maybe we need to have some races there then.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Tom would appreciate it.
Absolutely, and I'm sure if you ever needed help with that
Yeah.
RC car stuff, he'd be
and
right
I
there to
told-
help you out.
Yeah, I told Gavin that because, I mean, Gavin was little, you know, when they did the RC stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Self-learn. And I told him, you know, some of the people that your dad did RC cars with, I guarantee you they'd help you anytime.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In an absolute heartbeat. And like I said, I know my brother would be one of the first ones to step up and do it. So.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me how many of these racers do stuff like the RC cars.
Oh yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's all season long. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they're in their own race cars in the summertime, and in the wintertime, they're, you know, playing with toy cars just because they can't get enough of the racing. So.
Literally.
Yeah, you got Mike Murphy, Jr.
Yeah.
He raced late models for years, one of the best, and then he's one of the best in
Street
Aussie-
soccer,
late
it
model.
was bombers back then, wasn't it? It
Sure
wasn't
was.
always-
Yeah.
I don't know if it was bombers or street socks he did, but
I think it was
they-
bombers.
I mean,
yeah.
what do you, we called them bombers.
I
When my
still call
brother,
them bombers.
I know they're bombers for life. Whatever.
Yeah, he's really good at it. And then my uncle Eric, he races them too down now.
RC cars, yeah.
Yep.
Spencer Dutz does too. I talked with him at the banquet
About
Saturday
RC
about
cars.
RC cars.
Actually, that's another
yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, they got
Congratulations
married,
to Spencer
so-
Dirks on getting married.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep.
And speaking of Cody
You're a lucky
Laney,
man. She's stunning.
Yep, she is. And speaking of Cody Laney, he just got married a few weeks ago
Yep.
too, out in
Yeah.
California.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've never really talked with Spencer, and he came up to me at the banquet and sat there and talked to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ashley Durbin said to end the show or video with Greg playing. We did bring in the picture, but we wanted to respect privacy a little bit, so we got the picture in instead.
no video, but
Yeah.
we got pictures, and that's cool
That's
enough.
a special moment she wants to keep. I don't blame her.
I wish I had iRacing. Only RC
Oh,
cars
yeah.
for me.
Travis Denning says RC cars and iRacing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, so we are at 7 o'clock now.
Oh yeah.
Can you believe it already?
I know it's crazy. I feel like we could talk about Greg
Probably all
or
night.
all of you guys forever.
Literally.
I mean, I feel like we didn't even touch it, to be honest. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed coming, and it wasn't torturous. So
No, definitely
I'm
not.
so glad you guys came.
Gavin knows I made him. He's like, I'm only doing this because you told me, you asked me to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been here regardless.
Nah, he's my little buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, keep it up. You'll have mom number 3 on. So
It's not hard. It's not hard to love that face.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
So
I remember at the race, though, you were so nervous to get in the car
Yeah.
and take it out for pace laps.
But then once he did, he was having a hell of a
Oh,
time
yeah.
back there. He didn't want to stop going back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like all three of them, like every year.
It's the first time I got it in high gear.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
gonna do
Yeah.
it this year? Every year.
It's
like
usually
a
them
battle,
two,
who wants
too,
to
like
do it.
battling
Right.
it out at the car
Oh,
window,
yeah.
like, no, let me in there.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. She's laughing because she knows it's the truth. Yeah.
I told her she can do it next year.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's too much
So
helping Brandon
nice.
and trying to drive that at the same time.
Right.
It was a headache.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I think technically this year was Brooke's turn because they take turns each year.
Yeah.
But
I
Brooke
had a
was in a
picture of
really
you
bad
in there.
wreck.
In there.
Yeah.
Brooke was
don't
in a
get on
really
the back
bad
of
wreck,
motorcycles and you can
so-
drive the race car you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely had an angel watching over for that one.
Oh, she definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's got a little angel I can't wait to meet.
Yep.
Yep, helping Brandon the last 2 years now. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep. He's taught me a lot in the last year.
Now, hopefully, he'll be helping you.
Yeah.
We're going to get Grandpa on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for coming in, and thank you guys online for joining us. And if you haven't gone on to Pretty Dirty Talk TV's Facebook page, go on and friend request, or what is it?
Give us a follow.
Yeah, give us a follow. Follow us there. We'll put the next event in there. We're kind of working with every other Wednesday at this point.
Yep.
So I just figured don't want to burn everybody out, and we want to have some good stuff to talk about and good news to talk about. So hopefully Following the Dome will come back with some clips and...
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
That'll be a good show.
We've been told we have to get on this bull, so...
Oh, gosh.
We'll see who lasts longer bull riding.
Oh, yes.
Shelly, you want to go?
I'm down for anything.
Go bull riding with us?
Heck yeah.
Yes,
All right. We're going to hold you to it. We're going to definitely hold you to it.
We need a bull at the Fall Bash next year.
A bull.
There we go.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Yeah,
we'll have to get
Timmy
Timmy
enough, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
I haven't
that
missed
was
one.
wild.
I haven't missed one in 8 years. I've been to
Well,
Fall Bash for
Now we got to
8
get
years
Timmy
straight.
Current and Ryan on the bowl for there. That would be
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, they had a pool outside. Come on.
What's a bowl?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It's
a pool and a
fine.
bowl.
Yeah,
It's fine.
definitely.
It might increase their insurance cost a little bit. But
Nope, we're not going to tell them. We'll just show up. Can we rent that?
Yeah, you can rent one.
absolutely.
The
we
Ilip
can.
ones.
Oh,
I think
we'll
we
find
all
a
need
way.
to pitch in and rent a bowl.
Okay.
I think that should be a regular thing you just randomly show up with.
Just a truck
Yeah.
with a bull on the back
bull
on
on
a,
the
Yeah.
on a trailer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And Steven
things that
Spiker
you
said
would
to get
see at
Gavin
the
in a car.
racetrack,
He
right?
said he'll
The
make
what?
Caden help with pit crew.
Things you'd see at the racetrack,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Oh
The
my
things
gosh.
we did see this year, like, I wasn't prepared, and I've been around a time or two, but no.
Yeah, I haven't missed a fall bash in a very long time, but I work them, so I'm always there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are
They're
crazy.
awesome to watch. Being sober and sitting there and watching these idiots run around a track.
Yeah.
Best thing ever made.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
so you know, he wasn't watching this idiot. I wasn't the drunk idiot.
No, we were in the back of the golf cart, the smoky golf cart.
I have videos of people eating it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yes. That was a good time.
And then you got the ones falling over by the file. That's good too.
Yes.
Why did we not get this content, Gavin? Where were you on that
Yeah,
one?
next time whip your
Yeah.
phone out, get some video.
Yeah.
for us.
Like
Oh,
at
I'm
Dortmund-
glad I get to hear it all. Like, I hear all the stories, and I'm just like, oh my goodness.
At
I
Dortmund Nationals
never
last
know
year.
what's going to happen.
At Dortmund Nationals last year, I stayed up till like 5 in the morning by the file, and there's someone fell asleep by the file.
Now that would have been Bob.
Fell asleep by the file.
There was people passing out everywhere for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that was Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bob likes to party.
And then I got me and Brandon nicknamed one dude. One dude, when we went one year, someone passed out right across the street from us in the grass. And they put cones and chairs around him.
Oh my gosh.
And we nicknamed him Billy Bob over there, passed out in the grass.
Billy Bob.
Don't know his name to this day, but I have
Billy Bob.
I have pictures with him, so.
I don't know who you are, but you're hanging on my wall just as a remembrance of my good time watching you pass out drunk, buddy.
When Mason asks me what goes on at the Fall Bash, I go to that picture every time.
Well, now he knows.
Every time.
Yeah.
Now he knows. He came
Yeah.
with us this year, so definitely
Yeah.
a good time.
Well, we are going over to Circle K. So if you guys want to join us over at Circle K for
Circle Tap.
some darts,
Circle
burger
K is a
bat-
gas station.
Circle Tap. I don't know why we say their name anyway because we don't get sponsored by them, but we should.
But we will.
Yeah. So we're gonna have burger baskets and a drink and play darts. So you
Yep.
guys are welcome to join us. So
Absolutely. We'll see you next time in 2 weeks for the
Yes.
next episode of
some dome clips.
That's right. Pretty Dirty Talk TV. You're not going to want to miss
Yeah.
it.